Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I welcome you all to our 802nd meeting of Chennai Toastmasters Club. The mission of every Toastmasters Club is to provide supportive and positive learning experience in such a way that the members are empowered to improve their communication skills and leadership qualities, hence resulting in greater personality growth and self-confidence. Before moving to the meeting, I would like to brief upon certain rules which have to be followed. Keep your mobile phones on silent mode. Do not talk about taboo topics such as sex, politics, and religion. Kindly sit in a silent atmosphere so that you can hear what the speaker is speaking. Kindly be on mute until it's your turn to speak. At the moment, please unmute yourself. If you have any message to be shared or conveyed, use the chat box below. With this, I hand over the control to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Abhilash, to share a few words about him. Toastmaster Abhilash is Chennai Toastmasters Mentor Pool Coordinator for Division C and Assistant Manager as a part of District Finance Team. Toastmaster Abhilash is a Chartered Accountant by profession and he is working in the Finance Division of a chemical manufacturing MNC. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tarun, for those warm words of introduction. So there is a small change in the introduction. So I am no longer a part of the district finance team. So I've been moved to the district audit team. So you can change that accordingly. Now, a very warm good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to meet number 802. So today is a very special day. Anyone knows why? Yes, Toastmaster Pooja.
It's Children's Day.
Absolutely, it's Children's Day. So we celebrate November 14th every year as Children's Day, not without good reason. So our first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, was born on this day and he was a very favorite among children. He loved children. So that is why we celebrate today as Children's Day. So thank you. So we have quite a number of guests with us today. So let us quickly ask for introductions from our guests. So first up, our guest, we have Shivakumar, Mr. Shivakumar joining us. So Mr. Shivakumar, could you give us an introduction about yourself?
Very good evening to all of you. Thanks for admitting me in, letting me join the club. And I live in Oman and I'm an independent software consultant working here in Muscat for the last 10 years. It has been a long time dream to be part of an active club, the Toastmaster Club. And with me joining my wife, you can also introduce yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Welcome. Yes.
Are you hear me?
Yes, we are able to hear you.
Okay. My name is Muthu. I am a housewife.
Great. So happy to have you both with us today. Welcome. So quickly, let us have a few other guests we have with us today. So guest Basit, could you introduce yourself to us?
Hello.
Hello, Basit.
Hello. I'm Basit from Chennai. I'm doing BTech BTech chemical engineering part time, and also I'm working in a reputed company as a production executive. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you, Basit. Happy to have you here today. Then we have a guest Karthik with us today. Guest Karthik, how are you? Could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yes, Karthik. Perfect.
Yeah. So I'm an automation tester. I want to improve my communication skills. So that's the reason I'm joining.
Great, Karthik. Happy to have you with us. Do come for more meetings. Then we have guest Kabir with us. Kabir, how are you? Could you introduce yourself? All right, we'll probably hear from Kabir later on. We have guest Manigandan with us today. Manigandan, could you introduce yourself to us? All right, Anirudh.
Yes,
Hi, Anirudh. Could you introduce yourself to us?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please proceed.
Thank you. Anirudh, I'm currently from Chennai. First of all, thanks for giving me a chance to participate here. I'm now currently doing my first year in BTech AI and DS from SNU Chennai.
Awesome, Anirudh. Happy to have you. Smita, hello. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
So, could you introduce yourself to us?
Yes. Hello, guys. I'm Smita. I'm from Chennai and I'm 18 years old. I'm doing my first tech in electrical engineering from SPC Sri Peramathur.
Awesome.
So nice to meet you all.
Same here. Welcome. Anbumani.
Hi. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Good evening. This is Anbumani from Chennai. I'm working in a pharmaceutical company. I'm assistant business manager in Chennai. Thanks for giving the opportunity to inviting me to participate this live session on great evening on Sunday.
Welcome, most welcome, Anbumani. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we have a couple of other guests, Arvind, Babu. So we will also take their feedback as we go through the meeting. But for now, it is time for us all to delve into the meeting. We have with us, before that, we have our two newest members. So welcome, Bharat and Pooja. Hope your time here is really fruitful and wonderful. So wishing you the best of luck on your Toastmasters journey. So with that, let us now dive right into our meeting. To host us for today's evening, we have a very energetic Toastmaster Geeta, a leader in her own right. She's outside of Toastmasters. She's headed various organizations, a passionate baker at heart. I could go on and on, but I think we will ask Geeta ma'am to take us on from here. Toastmaster Geeta, the virtual stage is yours to take us all through the evening. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhilash. And good evening, one and all present here for today's meeting. I'm Geeta Shroff, the Toastmaster of the day for today's evening. Friends, today being the Children's Day, I thought I'll take you through the childhood anecdotes. Maybe you can rekindle your memories as a child. And to begin with, life is a story with many faces. And I'm sure you all will agree with me that this one big face, which is invincible, is our childhood. Childhood is this special phase where we are cared and we are nurtured by our parents and our elders. And in short, nurtured by everyone around us. How different everything is when you're a child. The trees are higher, the colors are brighter, and every day is more interesting than the previous day. In fact, more interesting and more exciting. Those were the days when our world revolved around the candy cigarettes and bubble gums. Our watches required a daily wind, and our arrows had suction caps, and our guns had rolls of caps. Do you remember all of those days? And talking about the books, Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys were our all-time favorites. Tuning our antennas on our terraces to a different direction to view our favorite channels on television also excited us. In short, everything about life was simple, exciting, and we were fun-loving. We needed no reason to laugh around or to giggle, and nor were we even ashamed or embarrassed to laugh at ourselves. Forgiving and forgetting came easy to us in those days, and we derived happiness from every little thing that happened to us in our lives. I'm sure you will agree with all of this. Today, being the Children's Day, while we make this day a special day for the children, for our kids and the children around us, let us also pause for a moment, rekindle our childhood memories, and express gratitude or be grateful to our parents, our teachers, and all our elders who have helped us enjoy a lovely childhood. Also, the reason again for that is because this childhood is only created a base or a foundation that has shaped us into what we are today. As I move to the meeting part, so for the benefit of the guests, let me tell you all, our meeting is going to be divided into 3 sections. The first section is going to be a prepared speech section, where we have 2 prepared speakers lined up for today's evening, who will deliver to you a speech that they have prepared in advance. After which we will have a table topic session, and thereon we will move to the evaluation session, where our speakers and even the role players will get instant feedback on how we performed today. So before we move on to our prepared speech session, let me introduce to you the general evaluator for today's meeting. The general evaluator for today's meeting is a senior Toastmaster who's working with the central government. He is a mentor to many. He is a spiritual aspirant, a trainer, and he looks forward for an amazing journey with us Toastmasters, always encouraging us to get better in whatever we are performing in the field of Toastmasters. With this, I invite you, Toastmaster Shrikant Puttikrishnan. The stage is yours. Kindly brief your responsibilities as the general evaluator for today's meeting.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much, Toastmaster, today. That was really a heartwarming introduction. Thank you for those words that really inspired me to give the best that I always try to give. Being the general evaluator today, my job is to evaluate the entire meeting. In fact, my job has already started when Sergeant at Arms had brought the meeting to order. And I would be paying keen attention to the entire proceedings till we come to the conclusion of this meeting. And I would be giving a report on what went well, what are the highlights of today's meeting, and if there is any room for improvement that would be brought out. And for me to do this, I have delegated my responsibility to a couple of Toastmasters, and 5 of them, in fact. The first one is going to be the timer, then we have our counter, and then a grammarian. Also, I have 2 speech evaluators who would be coming up with their reports individually. And to introduce you to the timer, who's going to keep track of the entire timing of today's meeting, it's our president, Toastmaster Abhilash. I request Toastmaster Abhilash to please present the objectives of a timer. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shrikant. It gives me immense pleasure to be your timer for today's afternoon. Timing is extremely important. What you say, only when you say it within a stipulated time, your objectives are going to be met. So in that spirit, I am going to keep time of each and every one of your speeches and talks. For prepared speeches, remember the time is 5 to 7 minutes, and I will flash the red card at 5, the yellow at 6, and the green card at 5, the yellow at 6, and the red card at 7. And for table topics, the time is 1 to 2 minutes, green at 1, 1.5 will be yellow, and 2 will be red. So ensure that you stick to your time. Let's have a wonderful meeting. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Abhilash. That was Abhilash briefing you about the importance of time, the time for each and every speech and every role. The second is the R counter, who is going to keep track of those words that we tend to speak unconsciously when we are stuck connecting certain sentences like R's and That's called the R counter. And today's R counter is being manned by a first-time role player, a budding Toastmaster, is Toastmaster Bharat. I request Toastmaster Bharat to please tell us what are the objectives of our counter. Over to you, Bharat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shrikant. The purpose of our counter is to note down the overused words and the filler sounds as a crutch by anyone who speaks during the meeting. The words may be any interjectory words such as and, so, you know, and the sounds may be ah, hum, har. So at the end of this meeting, I will report the number of times the speaker uses words. With that, thank you, Toastmaster Shrikant.
Thank you, Bharat, for the introduction. And next is the grammarian. The word says it all. Grammar seems to be rather, it is an important part of English language, and to keep track of the good usage and the area of improvement in today's meeting, where the speakers are going to present their speech, is our grammarian, who's been handled today by Toastmaster Vignesh. Again, a very budding and a very creative person. I always admire him for his creativity. And I request Toastmaster Vignesh to please read and tell us what are the objectives as a grammarian. Over to you, Toastmaster Vignesh.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Srikanth, for a warm introduction. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to listen the speech keenly and make notes of good and not so good usages from the speakers who used. And also, I will note the outstanding words, quotes, and thoughts. Also, it is my responsibility to introduce the word of the day. Today, word of the day is anecdote, meaning a short, amusing, or interesting story about a real incident or a person. Usage: he told anecdotes about his childhood days. As a writer, I'm always pleased when a fan shares an anecdote from one of my novels. I will share the word and the usages in the chat box. Also, I request audience to appreciate the speakers whenever they use the word of the day. I will share the report when called upon by the general evaluator. Back to general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Toastmaster Vignesh explaining the grammarian's role. And I've introduced 3 of my team members. There are 2 more speech evaluators, which I would be introducing towards the later part when we get into the general evaluation segment. 2 of them are there. And now I'll be going back and listening to the entire meeting and taking down notes. And I wish you all a very happy meeting and enjoy yourself. Back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Geeta.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Srikanth, for introducing your team with us. Friends, when we were kids, we only wanted to grow up and become adults. But now when we look back, don't you feel that life was so much simpler and so much fun back then? Yes, we sure were crazy and we did a lot of crazy stuff. But today, when we look back and we really relish those moments, we would have anecdotes to tell at the snap of our finger. And moving on, somewhere along this path, we have lost all that was within us. We have forgotten to laugh at all the small things that made us happy in those days. And we have stopped deriving pleasure from the simple things that happen to us in our day-to-day life. And what we all depend on is the materialistic things, and we depend that only the materialistic things will make us happy. I have heard so many people telling, if only I could buy this car, I'm sure going to be happy. If I get this job, I'm sure going to enjoy my life. I will be happy. But friends, real happiness does not come from materialistic things. These are all the momentary pleasures. The real happiness comes from within. This leads to an interesting question which I have for you all. Why is it that as adults, we are not as joyful and as playful as we were during our childhood? Think about it. As you ponder over my question, I will take you through the prepared speech section, and we will discuss about this question after the prepared speeches are over. Moving on to the prepared speech session, the first speaker for our today's meeting is Toastmaster Munish. Toastmaster Munish is an external speaker or a visiting Toastmaster, you can tell, and he comes from the Central Noida Toastmasters Club. He's from Punjab, and talking about his hobbies, he loves playing football and reading books. Before I invite Toastmaster Munish, let me invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Nanda, to brief us his speech objectives.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Munish is doing his level 1 project 3, researching and presenting from the persuasive influence path. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized and a well-researched speech on any topic. All the best, Toastmaster Munish. Looking forward to a speech with a lot of anecdotes. Timer, please note that the time is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nanda. Toastmaster Munish, motivation. Motivation, Toastmaster Munish. Over to you. The stage is yours, Toastmaster Munish.
Toastmaster Munish, you are on mute.
Toastmaster Munish, you're on mute.
Am I audible?
Yeah, perfect.
And am I visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So when I was a kid, two scenarios often happen between me and my mom. First scenario, my mom. Son, do your homework. No, mommy, I want to play. Son, if you will do your homework, I will buy you a car. Okay, mommy. And the work was done. Second scenario. Son, do your homework. No, mommy, I don't want to do it. What? You don't want to do it? Okay, mommy. And the work was done. So my question is, how many types of motivation has my mom used here? You can use your fingers to show because my speaker is not working. 1 or 2 or 3. So how many types of motivation have my mom used here? Okay. So according to the pioneer of this field, Edward Deci, this is categorized as one type of motivation, and this is called carrot and stick motivation. Carrot and stick motivation means you give them a carrot or you give them a stick. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, today I will talk about types of motivation and what are their effects. According to Edward Deci, there are 2 types of motivation. First is external motivation. In the external motivation, we do things for external rewards. So what are these external rewards? For 1 second, think about all those things you want to have in life. Think about those things you wish to have. So I guess these things are money, social status, luxury cars, or big house. So all those things are your external motivators. For last 50 years, our industry has been using this kind of external motivation. For example, give an employer sales incentive and he will do more sales. Give an employee an overpay time and he will work overtime. Or give a child a toy and he will do his work. So we use it daily. But in 1985, a psychologist and a professor, Daniel Kahneman, he started searching about the topic and think that is the reward-based motivation only motivation we work for? So for this, he started doing some series of experiments. And I want to do one experiment from that, from Daniel Kahneman with you people. So I will choose a Toastmaster, say Geeta Shroff. So Toastmaster Geeta Shroff, if I give you 100 rupee note and say that you have to share that amount with the Toastmaster Ashish, the condition is that from that 100 rupee note, if when you give the amount to Ashish, if the Ashish say that okay, I am okay with the amount, then you both will take the amount. If Ashish said I am not okay with the amount, then I will take my money back. So how much money will you give to Ashish? You can use your fingers. I am sorry to show that it's 80 rupees, 70 rupees, 60 rupees, right? Okay, good. So Toastmaster Ashish, I think he's not listening. Okay, I'll give that to somebody else. Toastmaster Shiva, guess Shiva, sorry. Toastmaster Naveen. Toastmaster Naveen, so how much money do you expect to have from Geeta Shroff? The minimum amount that you will say yes.
Yeah.
You can use your fingers. I'm sorry, my speaker is not working.
Okay. 50.
I think he didn't get, or my speaker, sorry for that. So I will move forward. 5, okay, 550.
You're on mute, Toastmaster Munish.
Daniel Kahneman found that 90% of the time when people are given lesser amount, like 10 or 20 rupees, people said no. He did second experiment. In the second experiment, he simply gave people the amount 10 or 20 rupees without any condition. And most of the people accepted that amount. So from this, he found that in the first experiment, the second experiment, the reward was same. But in first experiment, people said no, because it is not about the reward. There is another human behavior attached to it. And this lead him to second kind of motivation called intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is a motivation in which we do things for internal happiness. We do things because we found the work enjoyable, we found it self-challenging and interesting. So, for example, of this kind of motivation is social work or learning a new hobby. There is no external award attached. Let me tell you how powerful is this internal motivation with an anecdote. In 1995, two companies started building an encyclopedia. The first company was funded by Microsoft. Microsoft hired thousands of employees to start writing material online. But the second company, there was no paid employee. The idea was that anybody who wants to write for fun or who has a hobby of writing can come and write. So what happened after 14 years? In 2009, Microsoft pulled back his MSN encyclopedia and lost its battle to the second company. The name of the second company is Wikipedia. So you can see how powerful this internal motivation is. Now the question arises that which of two is more important? And the answer to this is given by Daniel Pink in his book Drive. He said that both are important and he gave 3 advices. First is that a basic amount of compensation and penalties is always important. Second is separate the task from the money, from the reward. So whenever you give a task, give people autonomy and freedom so that they can work on their own, and always give them feedback and support so that they can master on their skills. Third is change the work into play by helping people achieving higher goals. So with this, I want to end my speech with a thought that if we can learn about this internal and external motivation, we can get more efficient output and better engagement for the people. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Munish. That was a really wonderful speech on motivation, and we really learned a lot of aspects about motivating ourselves and motivating others. Friends, we now move on to our next speech. The next speaker line for today's meeting is Toastmaster Manoj. To tell you all a few words about Toastmaster Manoj. Toastmaster Manoj is currently working as a finance professional at Igarashi Motors, Tambaram, and he's giving his icebreaker speech today. Before inviting Toastmaster Manoj to the stage, let me invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, to brief us about his icebreaker speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Geeta. Toastmaster Manoj is going to deliver his icebreaker speech, level 1, project 1 in Pathways Motivational Strategies. So the purpose of this project is to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. So timer, please note the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best to Toastmaster Manoj, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Geeta Shroff.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, for briefing his speech objectives. We now move on to Toastmaster Manoj. Toastmaster Manoj, an anecdote on hope. An anecdote on hope, Toastmaster Manoj.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. You're audible and visible.
Have you ever glanced a glimmer of hope in a dusty field? Have you not experienced a flutter in your heart when your eyes timidly scan the roll numbers and exam results are published? How hopeful when you waited for the postman to arrive when you back. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, a warm greeting to all of you. 13th October 2021, 11 a.m. was a milestone moment. I was on a business trip at Haridwar at that point of time. The luring cool morning breeze from the river, hailing from the river Ganges, and the lush green mountainous landscape of the Haridwar and the lovely, long, all ecstatic, enticing, and enthralling. My friend who accompanied me was enjoying to the brim, but was to feel Manoj. Don't mistake me, this devastated Toastmaster Manoj was fully distressed and totally disturbed. You know why? The 11 a.m., crucial 11 a.m. is fast approaching. And it was 10 o'clock at that point of time. I checked the time. 01, 10:01, 10:02, 10:03. Time was getting dragged. I just sat on the sofa, impatiently, for 11 a.m. to come. And he slipped into me. It took me back to my schooling days, the days of joy, happiness, fun and frolic. But the academics, I adorned the ranks with all big zeros in my academics. The teachers often visited my home to plead to my parents, sending for some other job than sending me to school, so that at least the school will get seen. And that landed me in a small, first evening of the job. I just got a small job in a temple, in a Lord Shiva temple. From there, I did my degree and graduation in economics. All my friends, they have completed their studies in flying colors, and they specialized and they started applying applications. At that time, I enjoyed immense freedom. You know why? Since I'm a master of none, I can take any job. I became sales representative, I became a medical representative, and then often I jumped into civil supervisor job and stores clerk and various office assistant, stenographer, whatnot. I traveled, I tried my luck in all the places in India. Trivandrum, Calicut, and Bombay, Delhi, Faridabad, Gurgaon, and then finally landed as an accounts department, an employee in accounts department in Chennai. At that time, I had only one philosophy which I've learned throughout my life. Irrespective of any returns, do the work with utmost passion. That time, a company secretary in my office found something special in me, put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Hello, there is something special in me." He thought of giving a try to ignite my passion and hope for the rest of my life. He persuaded me to join NCAA. I thought to give it a try, like Indian team. Failure is not unusual for us. I entered into the ICWA team, and many times I fell face to floor, but he continuously, yes, motivated me by telling, have the hope. And finally, the destiny found a possibility in me. That brings to my hope. And I flew to Saudi Arabia and honored at various positions in Saudi Arabia at Greek levels. After a decade of my service in Saudi Arabia, in fact, in Saudi Arabia, my wife, Vinita, and my two kids, the angelic daughter, Amita, now she's at 9th standard, and the little boy, the princely boy, Amit, both were enthralling their times in Saudi Arabia. And after a decade, I reached back home to Chennai, and I started my pursuit in science. I was little bewildered whether I will win or not. And at that point of time, I reached at the last phase of my life, and the result was about to get declared at 11 a.m. 13th October 2021. I just quickly got up from my reverie, and I saw the time now is 10:57, and there's only 3 more minutes. With trembling fingers, I filled my roll number, and I saw my result, and that brought my back to my feet. Hello, Toastmasters. Hope is the only thing that will help you in your life. There can be any situations in your life, whatever it may be, your teachers may say, the whole people around you say that you will not reach your dreams. But the hope within you, never lose it. Protect it, nurture it, and persistently pursue it. That's it.
So that was a wonderful icebreaker from your side, Toastmaster Manoj. A beautiful message for us. Nurture the hope within us, and we will see endless possibilities in front of us. That was really wonderful on your part. We now, before moving on to the next session, I'll come back to the same question that I had asked you earlier. Why is it that as adults, we are not so joyful or so playful as we were when we were children? Can anybody tell me? Yeah, you can unmute yourself and tell.
Yeah, Toastmaster Geeta, what I have learned is the joy starts going away because of the growth of something called as ego, which to me means edging God out. So once you start having that ego overtake you, you're never going to find happiness, because ego always wants to keep you in a stream of misery and anxiety. So you have to get rid of that ego to find the joy back. Over to you.
Yeah, that was really wonderful on your part, Toastmaster Srikanth. Definitely, ego is one thing which is always restricting us from enjoying the life the way it is. And moving, and moreover, more than ego, the thing is that at some point of life, we stop connecting to the inner child that is within us. So that is what I really expected from all of you. Friends, we lose this inner child, the child that is within us, when we think that we do not need it anymore. We lose this inner child within us when we feel or when we succumb to the pressures of the society. We lose our inner child when we stop expressing ourselves or our feelings. We lose this inner child when we label ourselves as mature and as an adult. So while these are the reasons that stops us or hinders us from enjoying the life it is, as it is, let me ask you all, is it possible to still get in touch with the inner child that is within us? So as you answer, think about it, and we'll discuss about it in the next part of the section. Right now, I will jump into the table topic session. And to be, as I move into this table topic session, let me tell you all, this one quality of that child, as children we had, we never hesitated to express our feelings and our emotions. Similarly, this table topic section is one such place where you get an opportunity to express yourself. So come on, get in touch with your inner child and be ready to express yourself as I hand over the control to our table topic master, Toastmaster Naveen. Before that, let me also give you a little bit of introduction about our table topic master, Toastmaster Naveen. Toastmaster Naveen is a very active member of CTM. He's always been an associate, and right now he gives us support as a VPM and as a VPPR also, and currently he's serving as the secretary of our club. Talking about his profession, friends, he's a quality assurance head, and he loves reading books, enjoys painting and watching TV. Over to you, Toastmaster Naveen, to please carry forward.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Geeta Sharof, for the introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, I welcome you all to the table topic session. Table topic enables a member to develop skills of impromptu speaking. Table topics help train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think a table topic speech as a mini speech with an opening, a body, and conclusion. Table topic speeches will be on green with 1 minute, and yellow will be on 1 minute 30 seconds. Red will be on 2nd minute. Each speaker is required to speak minimum the time limit of 1 minute and the maximum time limit of 2 minutes 30 seconds. Now I would like to call any Toastmaster. I would like to call distinguished Toastmaster Venu Nilagandan.
Yes, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venunilagandan. And tell me and I forgot. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. I repeat, tell me and I forgot. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. Over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Venunilagandan.
Thank you, TT Master. Good evening all. I can compare this to this table topic, because if you tell me something, I will just forget, because many speakers deliver their speeches. I listen, sometimes after, sometimes I forget. But teach me, and then also I will just leave it. But when you involve me in the TT session, when you involve me to talk, I won't forget that, because this is the way I am going to learn from this topic. So that way you did the exact right job, because unlike other teachers, you are not only telling or not only preaching, you just involve me so that I got that spirit. Usually most of us are very good preachers, right? Most of us are very good teachers, because we always teach, we always preach, because we are good at that. But many times what we forget is we are not making our people understand what exactly we need. Preach is not enough. For example, many times I told my daughter to keep the chappals in a rack. But whenever I am saying that, she simply ignored it. But one day what I did, along with her, I put my chappals on the rack. She followed that. Nowadays, even I fail, she will pinpoint that. Daddy, where is your chappal? Keep it inside. So this is the way we have to teach our kids. Not just saying that, just not preaching that, not just giving advice. First, we have to follow it. You have to involve it. Many times, our leaders, particularly during the flood or any times, they are simply sitting and they are making some comments, but you have to involve. We are good at armchair critics. Most of the time, we are armchair critics. We are not the person who are getting inside and who is doing that. So what we need is we have to involve, and so thereby we also learn. We also make others also learn. That's the way we can work. Thank you for the opportunity. Back to you.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Venunilagandan. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Rekha.
Hi, Toastmaster Naveen.
And here is the topic. Question everything, learn something, answer nothing. I repeat, question everything, learn something, answer nothing. Over to you, Toastmaster Rekha.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me repeat the topic for my own understanding. Question everything, learn something, answer nothing. Okay. So yeah, see, I would say question everything is very important. And why I say I always believe only when you question, you understand. See, in our childhood or when we have seen children always ask questions. Why the sea is in this color, why the sky is blue, why the auntie's teeth is like that, why the voice of that man is like that. They keep answering the question, asking questions, and that is the stage where they are learning something out of these answers. Most of the times what happens, the elders either push away the children saying that, the question saying that it is like that only, or they say don't ask too many questions. Then when elders are telling don't ask questions, as the children become big, they grow up, they stop asking questions. We are good examples where we do not ask questions. We just like that accept whatever has been said. So I would say if you have to learn something, ask questions. And when you keep answering something, instead of answering, I can say talking. If you're going to keep talking, then you are going to learn less. So God has beautifully given only one mouth and 2 ears to listen more and speak less, right? So ask more questions to learn more, and answer less so that you can learn. Everyone, we all think that we know answers for every question, but there is always a different perspective. There are different answers to different questions. So listen, use both your ears and use less of your one mouth. With this, I hand over the control to Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rekha. Now, I would like to call guest Sivakumar.
Yeah, please. Very good evening. Yeah, Toastmaster.
Yeah. And here is your topic. If you could describe summer in 3 words, what would they be? If you could describe summer in 3 words, what would they be? Over to you, guest Sivakumar.
Well, summer, especially a person like me who lives in the Middle East, summer is a favorite word or a climate to me. And most of the year, around 8 to 9 months of the year, I experience acute summer here. And of course, there are a lot of sports activities also we involve. You know, there are a lot of summer sports we have here, like the water sports are very popular here during the summer days. That's one thing about it. And because of all the facilities and amenities here, we very well manage the summer in our workplaces as well as home. And above all, the vitamin D you get in more sunlight if you are exposed to good sunlight. So these are all the few things that quickly I could pick up when I heard the word summer. And if you just ask me to put in just 3 words, summer is, it's very bright, it's very sultry, and, summer teaches how good the winter is. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you, guest Sivakumar. Now, I would like to call guest Anbumani. Guest Anbumani, are you in?
1 minute, 1 minute. Please be online. Facing some connectivity issue, I will transfer the line to Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So we can call guest Anbumani later. In the meanwhile, you can call another person. After that, you can call Anbumani.
Sure.
Yeah, boss. Tell me, boss.
Yeah, give me. And here is your topic. If you had a genie that could grant 3 wishes, what would they be? You can't wish for more wishes. I repeat once again. If you had a genie that could grant 3 wishes, what would they be? You can't wish for more wishes. Over to you, guest Anbumani.
Actually, I'm not getting what is the how to speak. I'm not getting.
You can speak about the topic. Yeah. What do you want to share about the topic? You can please share.
I'm totally. I'll try to speak next time. Just I wanted to learn something from others. I'll speak next time.
Yeah.
This is the first time. I'm a little bit nervous. Definitely, I'll speak it next time. Just I wanted to learn what others speaking.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to call Toastmaster Ayush. Toastmaster Ayush?
Yes. Same question, right?
Yeah. No, if you want, I will give another.
No, I'll go with the same question. No problem.
Sure.
So if I get to ask for 3 wishes, one of them would be to keep people around me happy. So if they are happy, I'll automatically be happy. So that is one of the wishes that I like to ask. The second one would be to give me the motivation to read books. Since I am very bad at reading books, I'll ask for motivation to read books. And the third wish, I'll ask for, a different, to be able to drive different cars every day, since I'm very enthusiastic and very much interested into cars. These cars, the first, these are the 3 wishes that I would ask for. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ayush. Now, I would like to call guest Manigandan. Guest Manigandan. Guest Umapati Babu.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
Here is your topic. What is your favorite way to spend a lazy day? What is your favorite way to spend a lazy day? Over to you.
Sure. So the question is, what is my favorite way to spend a lazy day, right?
Yeah, yes.
So myself, in a lazy day, I will be getting up very late, because in weekdays I used to work late nights, and so in a lazy day, such the weekends, I used to get up very late and grab a cup of coffee and started to reading some books which I'm planning to read for a long time. So read books which I'm planning to read, as well as watch some series or documentaries which has been trending in that speed. Yeah. Other than that, I used to call my school friends or some of my old friends and speak with them. So, yeah. That's it. Over to you, Toast.
Thank you, guest Umapati. Now I would like to call guest Anirudh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Here is your topic. If you could go back in time and tell your younger self one thing, what would it be? I repeat, if you could go back in time and tell your younger self one thing, what would it be? Over to you, guest Anirudh.
Yes, sir. So like now I'm currently 18, and if I were given the chance to go back to my younger self, I would ask myself to have been more active. Like for a very long time, I was a very bookish person. I'm a very big bibliographer. I like to read books a lot, and that time I never spent any time doing any physical activity. So like now I feel that if I had been more active, it would be better for me. So I would have gone back and asked myself to play a little more physical games, be more active. That's all, sir.
Thank you, guest Anirudh. Now I would like to call guest Aravind Sivasurian.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, Aravind Sivasurian.
Yeah.
Here is your topic. What's the worst smell you have ever experienced? Yeah.
You're asking about worst smell, right?
Yeah, yes.
Worst smell which I have ever experienced is that hospital smell, or when there is a rainy season, it would be a muddy soil, that soil smell, that and all. I felt those smells and all little bit worst. Am I right? Yeah.
Yes, still you have the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Yeah, then afterwards, while doing my workout, those sweating smell, and also during the brushing, and while when we are doing a jogging, those what to say? Sorry, it's my first time, so and rotten tomatoes, vegetables, those smells. Okay.
Thank you, yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Deepak Thompson. Toastmaster Deepak, are you in? Okay. Is anybody willing to participate in TT speeches?
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I am friend of Aravind Surnian.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I get one question, sir? My name is Kamal.
Okay.
I will try, if you show me some questions, I will try to tell.
Yeah, sure, guest Kamal. And here is your topic. Describe yourself in terms of food.
Okay.
I repeat, describe yourself in terms of food.
Yeah, describe yourself in terms of food. I never heard this question before. It's that questions look very good. I try to tell myself. I myself consider as ice cream. I'm in different flavors. If you are very rude with me, I will become rude flavor. If you are very happy with me, I will become a very happy flavor. If you if you like to play music on me, I will play music on you. So the next thing is I consider like a sweet. So sweet means what? During celebration, you will use sweets. So in your happy moments, you can use me as a sweet. So I am like your vegetables also. I will become, if you scratch me, I will become a beetroot because my blood color is very red, right? So I will become a beetroot. If you look into my eyes is like an egg. And if you look my hairs, it's like coconut coir. And my fingers are like lady's finger. Not lady's finger, it's gent's finger only, but it's lady's finger. And my beard look like it's a coir. And what next? I am like a biryani. You can enjoy my dish each and every day. Since there are many food, right? If you take sambar sadam, tair sadam, curd rice, puli rice, there are varieties of rice, but I am biryani. So you can enjoy me. I am actually a non-veg person. That's why I'm telling like that. You can consider myself as a chicken biryani also or mutton biryani also. That's your wish. Or if you want to become a prawn means I will become a prawn biryani. If you want to become a fish means I will become a fish biryani. So I'm not an ordinary rice. I'm a basmati rice. If you want to become more thing about the rice, I will become a Jeeraga Samba rice also. I will become very tasty for you. So you can do me whatever you want. I will do whatever you want to repeat. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
With this, we came to the end of our table topic session. Now, I will hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Geeta Shroff. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Navin, for conducting a wonderful table topic session. Thank you once again. Friends, as we all understood that, when people's opinion about us becomes more important than what we think about ourselves, we end up losing on happiness. And we slowly get disconnected with the inner child that is within us. And my question to you was, is it possible for us to get connected back to our inner child? Can somebody tell me? Is it really possible for us to get connected back to our inner child?
Yes, possible.
Yes. Yes, it is definitely possible to get connected with our inner child, because our inner child is just within us. It is no further than how our fingers are from our hand. In fact, our inner child is an unadulterated version of ourselves, or I can rather say it is the best version of ourselves. It is just that somewhere we had tagged ourselves as adult and mature that we stopped having being in touch with our inner child. So in order to enjoy the life fullest, let us get connected back to our inner child. Let us embrace the childlike feelings, the feeling of being curious, the feelings of happiness, the feeling of being inquisitive about everything and anything that is happening around us. Like how Toastmaster Rekha told us that as children, we never even hesitate to ask questions. So let us bring back that curiosity within us. Let us bring back the creativity in us. And let us embrace this inner child, which is very much within us. And once we do that, we will realize that our life is really beautiful and we will be actually living a life with the fullest of potential. So let us follow our dreams. And coming to the dreams, let us even get back to following our childhood dreams. You might feel that these childhood dreams are no longer alive, but trust me, friends, dreams never die. And the people who really follow that, you can really rekindle your dreams. And the people who really follow their dreams are the most successful people in this world. Talking about success and following the dreams, I just decided that we'll jump on to this evaluation session. While dreams are important, while following our dreams are important to be successful, in this Toastmaster section, following the evaluations also help you to become an equally successful communicator on stage. So I hand over the control to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Shrikant Kuttikrishnan, who will take you forward for the evaluation session from this point. Over to you, Toastmaster Shrikant Kuttikrishnan.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Geeta. To add value to the speech that we heard, it's going to be from the speech evaluators, two evaluators. The first speech was given by Toastmaster Munish, and his speech is now being evaluated by Toastmaster Nandakumar. Let me share something very interesting about Toastmaster Nandakumar, is that he's a person who's always calm and composed, whatever may be the situation. We always shared a good bonding with him, and he's also a tech lead with a multinational company, a technology person, and he's going to evaluate Toastmaster Munish's speech. I request Toastmaster Nandakumar to please evaluate the first speech of Toastmaster Munish. Over to you, Toastmaster Nandakumar.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Shrikant. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Munish, your speech reminded me about the anecdote which I read something back. Inspiration is something which comes from outside, but motivation is something which comes from us. So you started your speech with a beautiful conversation you had with your mom when you were a child. Like your mom trying to motivate you to do your homework. Like she employed different methods and how you worked around it. But in that conversation, what I thought missing was that a little bit of emotion and a little bit of drama, so that the conversation would be more generic as such. And then you moved on to talk about two basic kinds of motivation, which is about internal motivation and external motivation. To demonstrate about external motivation, you called a couple of speakers from the audience and asked them to say that you give 100 rupees to one and how the other person would take it, how much you would like to have. But I thought the segment did not come out as much as you envisioned, basically because you did not set it up earlier. In online meeting, you need to keep in mind that there could be multiple issues, like people could be muted or they could have been off or could be network issues as well. So you need to have a basic conversation within them before you set up an online conversation. And then you moved on to what is the internal motivation about. You took a beautiful example about how Microsoft invested billions of dollars to come up with the encyclopedia and how it flopped. But Wikipedia, without investing anything, they build up a ground up with passionate people who are like would like to contribute to society, and how Wikipedia become a hit, what it is. So that segment I liked very much. So how you brought out with beautiful anecdotes of comparing the Microsoft's vision and how it compared to Wikipedia's vision. That I like the segment really much. From there, you moved to the 3 basic advices for any motivation to work. That is to have a basic compensation in place to start with. And then you give autonomy to the person so that he could work on his own. And then you also spoke about how to convert a work into a play so that the people could enjoy it and do the work. So that 3 advices basically was the crux of your entire speech, and I love that part very much. But all through your speech, what I thought I missed is like, what motivates Munish as a person? Who is Munish? What is his motivation? What is his internal motivators? And what is his external motivators? Maybe if you could have added these parts to a speech, I'm sure it would be a well all-round speech, and we could also know more about you and your internal mindset about motivation, together with about the different aspects of motivation. To summarize, it was a well-researched, beautifully crafted speech. But if you had added more information about you or what impacts you as a person, I'm sure your speech would be great as well. All the best to your next speeches. Looking forward to it. Over to your General Innovator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandakumar. A very in-depth and insightful evaluation. Thank you very much. And we heard the second speaker was Toastmaster Manoj, who gave an icebreaker speech. And Toastmaster Manoj's speech is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, again a technology person in the field of computers with a multinational company, a very senior person, and also a person who we can always go to find a solution that's been nagging us in any field of Toastmastering. I request Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana to please give us the evaluation of Toastmaster Manoj. Over to you, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana.
Thank you, Toastmaster General Evaluator Shrikant Kuttikrishnan. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests, and a special mention to my target speaker, Toastmaster Manoj, for delivering an inspiring speech as an icebreaker speech. Okay, the purpose of this project is to introduce yourself to the club so that we all get to know about you, and in that process, you will also learn about the basic structure of a public speaking. I know you are a Toastmaster before in the legacy system, so it is not new to you, but however, as per the new pathways, you introduce yourself and you're made yourself comfortable introducing yourself to the other Toastmaster fraternity. Your speech topic was very relevant to today's word of the day, anecdote. Okay, and your topic is also an anecdote on hope. And the meaning, as per your grammarian today, is an anecdote is a short, amusing or interesting story about a real incident or a person. And so also, your speech was an excellent introduction about yourself and your growth from a student who was not, for whom the teachers didn't have a hope, and how you flourished and grown big after doing multiple jobs like a stenographer, medical representative, and now ended up in a financial head. So this is a very, very interesting and amusing story for us to listen to. It's very motivating also. So because you mentioned somewhere, that's what I hear, like you keep doing your job, trying to do your best in whatever you did. And that's what brought you here. And that is the biggest inspiration for us. Though it didn't persuade me, it's a very good inspiration for us. And in your speech, I could see you had an excellent body language and excellent hand gestures, and you had used this virtual podium very effectively. But however, I have a suggestion to improve your speech, that throughout your speech, I had to struggle to listen to your voice, as most of the time I couldn't listen to your audio clearly. Maybe because of the connectivity issues. It could be internet connectivity issue, or I think it could be because of the connectivity, my connectivity with the laptop or phone, whatever gadget you use there. So what my first suggestion would be is to, before start of a meeting, please check for the audio video and ensure that everyone hears it carefully. I know your body gestures and your movement across this was very good, but when I don't listen it clearly, it's very tough to understand what you're saying. So please work on it. And next session would be that you mentioned about yourself and your career, and I thought it would be better if you would have mentioned more about your parents or family members so that we know you better. Maybe you would have mentioned it, but since I couldn't hear it properly, I would have missed it. So with that, I suggest you to work on these areas, and overall it's an excellent speech, and looking forward to your future speech as well. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, for that value-added evaluation to speech. Thank you very much. And now you would have heard at the beginning of the session when I spoke that I introduced the timer, R counter, and the grammarian. Now they are going to submit their report. To begin with, is the timer, or Toastmaster Abhilash is going to give us the time taken by each and every one of us for the role and the speech that we have given. I request Toastmaster Abhilash to please present the timer's report. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. A very warm good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. It was a pleasure serving you as your timer for today. So I, as presiding officer, took 5 minutes as against a sanctioned time of 2 minutes. Apologies for that. Toastmaster Geeta, as our TMOD, she was bang on time. She took 4 minutes of the allocated 4 minutes. Our general evaluation introductory session ran on for a total of 5 minutes. Now, moving on to the prepared speeches, I'm happy that both the prepared speakers were within time and are qualified. Toastmaster Munish took 7 minutes and 10 seconds as against the allocated time of 7 minutes. Toastmaster Manoj took 6 minutes and 1 second as against the allocated time of 6 minutes. Now, moving on to table topics. The allocated time for table topics is 2 minutes, and you're given a grace period of half a minute more to finish it off. So DTM Venu took 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Toastmaster Rekha took 1 minute and 55 seconds. Guest Shivakumar took 1 minute, 28 seconds. Toastmaster Ayush took 48 seconds. Guest Umapati took 51 seconds. Guest Anirudh took 42 seconds to complete. Guest Guest Arvind took 1 minute and 2 seconds. And finally, guest Kamal took 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Now coming to the evaluators, again, both the evaluators are within their time limits. Toastmaster Nanda took bang 3 minutes sharp, and Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana took 3 minutes and 16 seconds to complete his evaluation. With this, let me go back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash. Now let's hear from our R counter, Toastmaster Bharat. I request Toastmaster Bharat to please present the R counter's report. Over to you, Toastmaster Bharat.
Thanks, Toastmaster Srikanth. Here is the report. So from the Toastmaster Tarun, I think I could have seen like 2 passes being used, and Toastmaster Abhilash used 1 hum and 3 sows, and Toastmaster Geeta Shroff used 3 ha's and 1 hum and 1 pass in between, and Toastmaster Srikanth as general used 1 ha, and Toastmaster Abhilash is flawless, and Toastmaster Vignesh used 3 ha's. And coming to the prepared speaker, Toastmaster Manush used 3 plus times R and 1 so and 1 pass, and Toastmaster Manoj used 2 times and coming back to these table topics, Toastmaster Naveen is used 1 pass, and Toastmaster Venu Nilagandan used 2 R's and 1 hums. Toastmaster Rekha used only 1 ha, and guest Sivakumar used 3 plus R's, and guest Anbumani is flawless, and guest Anbumani has not spoken out, so that's why I don't have anything. And Toastmaster I used 3 ha's. Guest Umapati Babu has used 1 so and 1 hand, and seen used to as a couple of times in the repetitive word section. And guest Anirudh used 1 ha and 2 so's. Toastmaster Arvind Sivasurian has used 2 ha's and 2 passes. And guest Kamal used 3 plus ha's, 2 so's and 2 passes. And in the evaluation section, Toastmaster Nandakumar used 1 ha and 1 hand. And Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayan used 3 plus R's, 1 hum and 1 so, and finally the 1 pass. So that's all with the R counter report. Over to you, Toastmaster Srikanth.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Bharat. Next up is the grammarian's report by Toastmaster Vignesh. Toastmaster Vignesh, Can you please present the grammarian's report?
Yes. Hope you can see my screen. Please confirm. Yeah. So first, I would like to thank and appreciate the Toastmaster Geeta and the Toastmaster Munish and Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana for excellently using the word of the day in their speech. So about the good use, Toastmaster Geeta used some of the new words to me, like invisible, which means too powerful, invincible, which is too powerful, metaphor, like materialistic things, buying a car and a mobile, and ponder over, which means consider or think, succumb, which means fails to resist pressure, and the Toastmaster was to like delicate, very fine in structure. Ego, he had a specific some new acronym like edging God out, and alliations like calm, in-depth and insightful. Speaker Toastmaster Manoj used a new word, flying colors, which means overwhelming victory. And the DTM Venu used the rhyming word preacher and teacher. Toastmaster Rekha used one quote, which is one mouth and 2 ears to listen more and speak less. And the guest Shiva Kumar used new words to me like acute, which means severe, amenity, which means useful feature. Ayush used one quote: "If people around me are happy, I will also happy." Then guest Anirudh used a bibliographer, which means fond of reading. Guest Kamal used a lot of metaphors in his TT speech, like he compares eyes to eggs, fingers to lady's fingers, skin to beetroot, hair to coconut coir. Yeah, this is my report. For the not good usages, I could not find any not good usages. Every speaker used mostly properly. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster Srikanth.
Thank you very much, tag team. And here's my thought about today's meeting. Sergeant at Arms was spot on when he started the meeting at 4 p.m. President who took over from there had introduced the guests. That was very well done. Then the Toastmaster of the day had really kindled the child in each and every one of us. And we could really connect with our childhood days. That was very well done. And then the speech evaluators had done a very good job of giving evaluation, which was I consider to be the sandwich technique, where pro and the con are given. Very well done by both the speakers. And then a word of appreciation for the table topic master, Naveen. His topic, I would say, was seemed easy but thought-provoking, and even more interesting was that the way he handled when he called the first few Toastmasters to begin the session, and then the guests were called upon. The guests, I really admire the way the guests handled the topic. Most of them, for the first time, I believe, had spoken today, and they carried on very well, especially Andumani. Though he was stuck with the topic, he managed to say what he felt in his heart, that he really wants to be a part of this club. And I assure Andumani, you can always be with us. And even more interesting is Arvind's friend, when he started describing about himself as a various food. Oh my God, I really admire the way you had that instant thinking of describing yourself as the food. And the tag team had done a very good job, and they had their eyes to the meeting, and every word spoken at that time, every second of the time that was used by the role players and speakers were accounted, and they gave a very elaborate report. And if I would say, if there is any suggestion, I really don't find, because CTM is always known for the very high standard of meetings that we conduct. And if at all, I think there should be an improvement in the timing. It's from me. I had gone overboard. I took 5 minutes. I should really make myself aware that I should speak within the time given. Apart from that, I really enjoyed being a part of this meeting. Evaluating, I thoroughly enjoyed for the very high quality of meeting that we had today. And one word is that keep having a meeting that is very high in standard and keep raising the bar. It is with each and every one of you how you can innovate, the roles that you take, and how you can improvise from the previous meeting. That's it from me. Thank you very much. I hand over the control back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Geeta.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kutti Krishnan. Friends, the polls have been shared. You can please vote for your. So moving on, friends, I reiterate that when we awaken the inner child in us, then we have better health and we are in peace with ourselves. And we are able to do our day-to-day activities without any obstruction and hindrance, or without even getting tired. So friends, let us reawaken the inner child in us and give ourselves the spontaneous, in the moment, fun-loving child again. And here is a small quote. As it is now time for me to hand over the control to the presiding officer. Before that, there is a simple, beautiful quote which I love and which I would love to share with you all. The quote goes like this. It's by Michael Pritchard, and he says, "You don't stop laughing because you grow old, but you grow old because you stop laughing." So please get ahead and rekindle the passion, the in the moment feelings which a child has. And as I hand over the control, this is Toastmaster Geeta Shroff signing off. And as I sign, I wish you all, in fact, I wish the inner child in you all a happy Children's Day. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Geeta, for having taken us beautifully throughout the entire meeting. You did manage to rekindle those fond childhood memories of us. It was indeed a pleasure. Let us now quickly take some feedback. We have a lot of guests today, so let us take feedback from our guests before we proceed on. So I think guest Shivakumar is a person who has been with us throughout the meeting. So, sir, how did you like our meeting?
Well, thanks, Abhilash. I really enjoyed the meeting in various dimensions. Like I have never been to a Toastmaster club physically or virtually. This is the first time ever I attended Toastmaster club, and my meaning I have not kind of having an impression about the standard that I'm witnessing today. I was thinking that it would be a kind of an informal, like thing. Maybe how would I be able to get benefits out of it? I also play a role of a trainer. So that background helps me to sort of communicate, if not very well, at least a bit fluently. But I find I have lots of room for improvements after attending my first session. Indeed, it was initially my wish, to help my wife to join. She's with me here, and I was telling her, okay, this is good for you. You need to learn a lot and all. But now I find myself, I could see a lot of opportunities for me too. And I'm very happy, and the way it has been conducted, and the speakers and the role players, all the Toastmasters, you're doing an outstanding job. I would recommend now so many of my friends and students who are coming up in the ladder. I will tell them to join, to make use of this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much, Mr. Abdul. Thank you,
Shivakumar.
Thank you
That
so
was
much
beautiful.
for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Most welcome to join all our meetings in the
Sure,
future.
I will join. I am impressed today.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much. Welcome. So next week, could we hear from Anirudh?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Anirudh. So this was your first meeting, right?
Yeah, it's my first meeting in Toastmasters. I have fear in public speaking. When I see all of you speaking with lots of experience, I know where I am now. I know, have a proper roadmap on how I can proceed to improve my speaking skills. It was very nicely conducted. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Anirudh. Anbumani.
Yeah, good evening to all once again. This is my first time I am attending this Toastmaster session. It's really enjoyed this entire session. And definitely, I believe this team will help me to improve my communication as well as eradicate my stage fear and future to improve my all things this club. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guest Anbumani. Next, could we hear briefly from guest Karthik? Karthik?
Hi, how are you all?
Hi, Karthik. Fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. It's been actually very good. I didn't expect. It's very professional and very well conducted, and it's very useful actually. So I didn't speak today because one reason is I'm outside, and I got more of learning. So hopefully in the upcoming week it will be more improvement, and we'll be able to improve from our
Definitely, Karthik.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I appreciate all of you guys. It's been very, very professional and awesome the way you conducted the session.
Thank you. Thank you, Karthik. Most welcome to attend future meetings.
Thank you.
Next, could we hear from guest Srinivasan? Or is that our member?
Hello, I'm sorry. I just joined around 5 o'clock, some half an hour before. So I was just witnessing the climax session of this session. So maybe looking forward to join next week again. So yeah, I think I can definitely learn from you.
Please, definitely. Thank you. Thank you, Srinivasan. Smita.
Thank you, sir. I learned a lot from this meeting in terms of speech, delivering, and the body language and everything. And also love the way the meeting was conducted. It was very formal and structured. So it was really a good learning for me. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Smita. Most welcome to please come for future meetings. Thank you. So now before we move to the results, we have a few first-time role players. So our Toastmaster Bharat has played the role of R counter today for the first time in a beautiful manner. Let us give a huge round of applause to Bharat for having played the role of R counter today. And congratulations, Bharat. Next up, so Toastmaster Manoj has completed his icebreaker today. So as per our customs, let us give a standing ovation to Toastmaster Manoj for having started his icebreaker journey. Congratulations, Toastmaster Manoj. Looking forward to hear more of your speeches.
Sure, sir.
Thank you. Now let us move quickly on to the results. So the best tag role player for today. Thank you, everyone. It is me, Timer. Thank you. Now the best role player for today from amongst our TMOD, our TT Master, and our General Evaluator is none other than our wonderful host for the day, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Geeta Shroff. Congratulations, Toastmaster Geeta. The best evaluator for today, none other than our seasoned veteran, whatever you call him, Toastmaster Nanda is our best evaluator for the day. Congratulations, Toastmaster Nanda. Our best TT speaker for today, again a champion Toastmaster, a veteran Toastmaster. Toastmaster Rekha is our best TT speaker for the day. Congratulations, Toastmaster Rekha. And last but certainly not the least, the best speaker for today is none other than our visiting speaker, Toastmaster Munish. Congratulations, Toastmaster Munish. Is Toastmaster Munish there with us? All right, no problem. Yeah, so thank you all. It's been a wonderful meeting, but the evening is not done yet. We have our elections to follow. The time is now 5:29. So we'll quickly end this meeting and let us gather back at 5:31 in the meeting link. The meeting link has been shared in our members group alone. Please do not share the meeting link to anyone else. Let us assemble for our election business meeting shortly. Adjourning this meeting number 802 of Chennai Toastmasters Club to next week, same time, 4 o'clock. Thank you all.